The USS Missouri is the world's most famous battleship. Her illustrious career spanned 3 wars and was marked by history-making events that made her a national icon. The gigantic Missouri is one of the 4 Iowa-class battleships. Stretching nearly 3 football fields in length and weighing 58,000 tons, she was the last active battleship in the world. On the day she was launched, January 29, 1944, Missouri Senator Harry S. Truman, in his dedication speech, predicted the destiny that awaited America's newest battleship.
And may Battleship Missouri and the other ships of our Navy do their full share on behalf of the people of the United States to maintain the peace which will follow our total victory.
Truman's 19-year-old daughter Margaret christened the Mighty Mo and sent her to join the Pacific Fleet of World War II. The Missouri played a key role in pivotal battles, first at Iwo Jima, then at Okinawa. During the Okinawa campaign, the Missouri came under repeated attacks by Japanese kamikaze pilots. A kamikaze crashed into the ship's hull, exploding into a fireball and killing the pilot instantly. Fortunately, the fire was quickly extinguished and no one on the ship was hurt. The dent in the hull remains to this day. The Mighty Mo's place in history was immortalized with the signing of Japan's surrender on her decks to end the war in Tokyo Bay on September 2, 1945. In 1950, the Missouri went to war again, this time in Korea. She played a key role in the vital Incheon invasion by providing gunfire support for ground forces. And when the Communist Chinese joined North Korean forces, the Mighty Mo contributed to the successful evacuation of Marines at the port of Hungnam, providing devastating gunfire support with her powerful 16-inch guns. The Missouri completed 2 tours of duty in 3 years in Korea, earning a total of 5 battle stars. Then she was decommissioned in 1955 and put into mothballs, where she would remain for almost 30 years. By the 1980s, battleships were considered obsolete and too expensive to operate. Yet the Missouri's heavyweight design, her 17-inch armor plating and 16-inch guns actually conformed to modern warfare, and there was no greater symbol of our naval forces. So beginning in 1984, she was given a high-tech makeover with advanced electronics and missile weaponry, and 2 years later she was recommissioned. Her modernization included the installation of Tomahawk and Harpoon missiles, and her new technology allowed for a reduction in crew size from 2,700 to 1,500 personnel. Then in 1990, the Missouri once again made history when she was called into action for Operation Desert Storm in the Persian Gulf. There, the Mighty Mo played a critical role in retaliating against Iraq, acting as a launch point for strategic Tomahawk missile attacks and punishing enemy shore positions with her 16-inch guns. By 1992, the battleship era had indeed ended. For her last cruise, the USS Missouri led a parade of ships into Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1991, the 50th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor, as a tribute to the fallen sailors of the USS Arizona and other ships in port that day. Then she was decommissioned for the second and final time and put into mothballs at Puget Sound Naval Shipyard. The USS Missouri Memorial Association was formed in 1994, and after 4 years of work to bring the ship home to Pearl Harbor, the private, nonprofit organization was designated by the Navy as the official caretaker of the battleship Missouri. On the morning of June 22, 1998, the Missouri finally arrived at its new home in Pearl Harbor. Since then, the association and thousands of volunteers have worked hard to refurbish the ship, stripping, cleaning, refinishing, and repainting. And now, the world's most famous battleship is open to the public here in Pearl Harbor, across from the USS Arizona Memorial, the two together acting as dramatic symbols of tragedy and triumph, with the Missouri symbolizing the end of World War II and the beginning of a new era of friendship and cooperation in the Pacific. Welcome to the Battleship Missouri Memorial. You have the opportunity to walk the decks of history, stand with the incredible 16-inch guns, and learn about the life and times of the world's most famous battleship. Relive history, and enjoy your time on the majestic Mighty Mo.